Olusolas. My name is Simi, and you're welcome to another episode of Stupid Sessions. Here, all we do is chill and talk until we have nothing to talk about. So today, I have a bunch of incredible, amazing people to make our day, to talk to us and share their experiences with us. So let me introduce you. To my right, I have Mrs. Olusola Akinsola, also known as my mom. To my far right, I have Efezino. You don't have to smile so hard. I have Efezino. To my left, we have a favorite other girl. She said that's her nickname, also known as Iyanuoluwa. And to my far left, we have Mr. Bamidele Ayuba. So you're welcome to the set. Mr. Bamidele Ayuba is Iyanuoluwa's dad, by the way, for clarity. So thank you all for coming today. First of all, let me tell you, this is not a formal set. So all this thing I'm doing is just paparazzi. Okay. So chill, relax. Relax. I have a problem with your heels, actually. Thank you. I'm bothered. Appreciate it. So today the topic that we'll be speaking about is something that's that I'm actually very passionate about. Growing up Nigerian, home training or abuse. The truth is, if you ask many, I don't want to say most before they say Simi, it's not like that. But if you ask many Nigerian kids that grew up like with Nigerian parents, you know, there's a tendency for them to say that the kind of discipline that they had to go through or the kind of training that they had from their parents was pretty, you know, was pretty strong on their body. You know, whether it's from the way that they were beaten or the things that were said to them or the kind of mental punishment that they had. I've seen it, I've heard it, you know what I'm saying? So it's something that I want to get your input on. I will start from a Nigerian child. What would you say is your view on this?
Man, I have so much in my head right now. But let me start. Well, growing up as a Nigerian, I feel like every Nigerian child grew up in a very tough environment. No matter how posh you think you grew up, the posh ones probably had like emotional trauma, mental trauma. Then the not so posh ones had everything together combined.
Cocktail of problems.
Yeah, but like I feel like our parents, I don't know how they were raised though, but like growing up, I was never really beaten by my parents, but like the kind of emotional trauma I went through was, you know how parents would be like, when you're like as a teenager, 16 years old, they're like, stay away from that boy, stay away from that boy, he's calling you too much, or he's calling my phone too much, you're talking to him too much. And then you go and get into the university, and then they start like asking you, how are you? And I'm fine. Are you seen anybody? Like, nope, it's a good girl, good girl. And then immediately you write your final paper. As you're coming home, they ask you, so exactly, who are you talking to? And I'm like, I don't understand.
The switch.
Yeah,
that's
it's like a switch. Like I can't comprehend it. It's really bothered me like for years. Now my parents keep asking me if I'm out, and they be like, where are you? I'm like, with friends. Is it a boy or a girl? My mom. And I'm like, it's a girl. I say, okay. So when I bring your husband, I said, I don't understand. Will he fall like manna from heaven?
Exactly. So for you, the hardest thing was more emotional, like how they policed your emotions and everything, and then expected things to change. Immediately became an adult.
Yes, not even just an adult. I was already an adult in school. Immediately I left their home. Like immediately I finished from school. They just expect after your NYC, your service, the man husband. Not just husband, like a list of group of men should be coming regularly. They will not pick one exactly.
Wow. Okay, so Iyanu, I'm excited to hear your opinion, especially that since your dad is here. Yeah. What was your own personal experience growing up in a Nigerian home, you know, then and even now?
Well, my dad didn't really beat me because I was the last child, so I was.
You enjoyed?
Yes, a bit, but the other part of going out and making friends, my dad was is very strict. If I'm going out, my dad knows just one friend, Juliana, and if I'm not going out with Juliana, I'm not going out with anybody. And what we're going to maybe is either church or from school or maybe rehearsal or want to go and
can I say something before you continue? Can you say this? Look into that because I don't know you are lying.
I'm not lying.
Say it to me, is it true? She buy kola she.
Papa, she rántí time that tí mo bá ṣeun ṣeun.
Okay.
Sorry. Daddy, that's something.
My sorrow, you know.
Okay. Tí mo bá ṣeun sọ̀rọ̀.
Kò sọ pé òun ò yáwọ́.
Daddy mi o.
Mo ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́.
But daddy ṣe mo yáwọ́.
Mo ò mi ò gbà fún ẹni.
Okay, no, mo bọ̀. Ẹ rántí ìgbà tí mo bá ṣeun sọ̀rọ̀ ní ibi tabagba ibi first square yẹn.
Bàánà ìdílẹ́jọ́ yẹn ni ṣeun gbọ́gba gidi.
Okay, but daddy bá tẹ́ rí mi kí ni mo ṣe à ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Ń sọ̀rọ̀ èmi ò bá ní.
It's not like pé mo wà close.
O ti close jù
Daddy mi ò wà close go put it.
O ti close jù.
Okay, explain fún mi. Training bọ́kìlì ṣe wà strict.
Okay, daddy, kí ni báwo kí ni reason tó yẹ pé ẹ ṣe strict mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn pé ìgbà tó ẹni tó bá sọ̀rọ̀.
They were bẹ́ẹ̀ fún TJ, that's my brother. It wasn't like that with my other brother.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ọkùnrin ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ fún. Ó ṣe wá jẹ́ pé òun ẹ wá strict mọ́ pé òun ẹ wá strict mọ́ pé tẹ́ bá ti ẹni tó ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ mi gbọ́dọ̀ rí ẹ ń bẹ̀ ó máa gbàgbé ni.
Ẹ ṣe kò sí ẹ ṣeun kò sí gbogbo ọmọ tí mi ò hard mọ́ but tóbìnrin yàtọ̀.
Kí lè rí sà.
Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé ṣe rí wọ́n ní tí òbí bá nísìmí àti ọmọ bá nísìmí lọ́wọ́ òbí ni abẹ́gẹ́tì tí ọmọbìnrin bá dẹ̀ tó bá ń ṣe dáadáa ó wà lọ́wọ́ ìyá ẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí mo fi hard mọ́ ni pé ìyá ẹ̀ tí mo fẹ́ ó jẹ́ obìnrin tó jẹ́ pé ó tó rà lẹ́gbẹ̀rún ọ̀kẹ́ ṣe mọ̀ pé kò sí bínísì ká tó sọ pé bóyá mò ń ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ mi yẹn nǹkan tó dẹ̀ tún jẹ́ kí n hard mọ́ ni pé èmi nìkan ni bàbá mi bí àwọn ọmọ tó dẹ̀ tí Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ fún mi àwọn márààrún òun ló wá jẹ́ ààyò láàrin wọn kí ni díẹ̀ ni pé ó jẹ́ last born mi torí títí ó fi kúrò ní ọ̀dọ̀ mi tó fi wá sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ mo sì kẹ́ nígbà tó wá sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ torí abẹ́ mi ló sùn òun ni ìyàwó mi so nǹkan tí mo fi ní kò gbọdọ̀ yàwó ọmọ mi lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn abẹ́ get point ni kì í ṣe pé bóyá kí close wọn jọ náà lọ́hùn kì í ṣe pé ó pọ̀.
Daddy mi ní tiẹ̀ wà close bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rí bá o fẹ́ lóyún o fẹ́ lóyún Daddy say you gats tell our pastor. Àwọn èèyàn wọ́n ṣe sí i.
Okay, Daddy mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ nǹkan kan lọ́wọ́ yín so ìgbà tó dé pé time yẹn fẹ́ máa rí lọ́dọ̀ ọkùnrin rẹ̀ nìkan but nísìn ẹ máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ lẹ́ẹ̀kan kan pé
mi ò lè ṣe kí n má pé
wákàtí
méjì
no mo mọ̀ ọdẹ mi sọ ni pé ẹ máa pè
pé mo máa settle down
ìgbà ló máa settle down pé àgbà ló máa mọ́kọ wá so ní time yẹn ìgbà tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá jẹ́ kó make ọ̀rẹ́ kó bá àwọn kòkó sọ pé kó ṣe pé bóyá ó ń ṣèrànù ó kàn bẹ́yàn sọ̀rọ̀ ni báwo lè ṣe wá expect pé all of a sudden ó kàn máa rọ́kọ ṣé pé ẹ má wé atán wá bóyá bá ti dàgbà tán ni a kàn wá rìn lórí street.
ṣe rí wọn ní tọmọdé bá tó lọ́kọ ó gbọ́dọ̀ níní òwe àwọn àgbà ni so ó ti tójú bọ́ báyìí táìmù tí mò ń hard mọ́ yẹn káyé ẹ̀ lè dànù òun náà dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ó ṣiṣẹ́ fún òun nǹkan tí mo fi ní ìbáyàwó ọmọ mi lọ́wọ́ tèmi pẹ̀lú ọmọbìnrin ọmọ kan tèmi pẹ̀lú bàbá ẹ̀jọ̀ gbélé ṣe yìí náà ń pè ọ̀rẹ́ ilé yìí náà ni àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta náà jọ ń rìn gbà yẹn torí pé tó jẹ́ kó lo fóònù ó ti jáde SS3 tó jẹ́ kó lo fóònù mo mọ́nítọ̀ ẹ̀ ni bó lọ sí school tí n bá rí i pé ìṣẹ́jú márùn-ún ó kọjá kó tó dé.
Daddy mo ń bọ̀ wá báyìí.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn this to my mom, right? I don't know if I should say my own experience growing up before she says. Maybe I should say my own experience. I think that I had like the better end of the bargain as a Nigerian child growing up because my mom was my friend. You know, when I was growing up, because if I had a crush on a guy, I would tell her. You know, she never, I remember there was this guy that I was dating in school. I one day he was toasting me. And he was like, oh, when we get back home, like, can I take you to the movies? I said, you have to come and ask my mommy. And then he came and he saw her. And then he asked her and she was like, okay, we'll be back at this time. So the fact that she didn't make me feel like I had to hide anything. So I was comfortable enough to always go to her. And because I already know, she had already given me some boundaries and told me this is probably something you should not do. This is, you know. So because I knew that she had given me certain freedoms and she trusted me, it helped me to also curb, you know, my excesses or not do the things. I didn't want to disappoint her because I knew that that level of trust that she had in me, I didn't want to disappoint. And she also, I was a pretty confident child, you know. Like if I had an opinion, I would say it. If I felt some kind of way, I would say it. You know, even sometimes, because I've always felt like my mom is like a traditional African woman. She's a traditional African. I feel like, Mom, you have traditional African parent ideas. You just don't force it down my throat. That's what I think. She's the kind of person that will call anybody auntie. She's the kind of things that you would expect from, that most parents will ask from their child. She would do it. But she never forced me. I'm saying me specifically because I'm a girl and I'm her only girl. She never forced me. I never felt like I had to be any kind of way. So most of the things that I hear that some people go through, like when they say, oh boya, in your jale, you know, you still money, you want to pay oh jale, they now went to take him. One get so refund, one down silabe. They hung him on a fan and put fire under him because he stole something from the house. There are some people that they steal and they take blade. Someone that gave birth to you, or like your parent, takes blade and cuts you. And then when you confront this person, this same child will tell you, at least I grew up well. I don't think you grew up well because of that. I think you grew up well in spite of that. So what is your opinion on how most parents tend to train their children, you know, based on discipline? What do you think, what's your opinion on that trend?
Okay, for me, I think most parents actually try to pass across what they face when they were young to the way they brought up their own kids too.
Yeah.
Maybe a child that was brought up in a very harsh way, you grew up thinking that was the best way.
Yeah.
So you pass across the same
energy.
Exactly to your own child. I don't know. Somehow, just had the sort of trust concerning my kids. So I never believe in, okay, don't go out. Even though I actually went through the same thing with my mom.
So why do you think that you didn't
do like that?
Take the energy that you had when you grew up and pass it to your kids?
Maybe I will give the credit a little bit to my grandmother, funny enough.
Okay.
There was never a period where she treated me in any bad way, whether after maybe doing something that wrong, maybe cutting me, punishing me in a very harsh way. So I will actually give that credit to my grandmother. Even though I had so many stories from so many children of being caught by their parents, don't go out, don't see boyfriend. As I said, I just trusted.
You said you don't used to
I just trusted you.
Like that, no,
but
you knew
you had a boyfriend in second. You told me.
I didn't have a boyfriend. I just liked
one girl was toasting you. What's the difference?
Calm down, Mom.
Sorry.
I didn't.
One girl was toasting you.
One girl.
Guy now. This stars.
I said I liked him. I mean, okay, yeah. I had a boyfriend.
Why are you trying to change the story?
Jesus, camera.
The camera.
Mommy.
Sorry. Okay, one girl was toasting you in school.
Yes.
But I didn't have any issue with it. I can remember telling you to keep yourself.
Myself from where?
From boys, not to sleep with them. To keep your virginity, to be. Even though I wasn't really at all, I'd be maybe checking up or anything like that. Even after school, I was still asking about whether you are still a virgin or not. I can remember very well.
You probably asked me yesterday.
Yes, whether are you still a virgin or if I used to boast about it.
That's a joke, by the way, guys. I'm married.
Even in my church, I used to people, my daughter is still a virgin, no.
Oh, God.
And she's going to marry as a virgin. Yes, and that's it.
You used to boast about my virginity.
I'm telling you, I'm being.
What is wrong with you people?
I don't know.
I hope my mother hasn't.
That's actually the truth. That's actually the truth.
I think
How can you be posting about your child's virginity?
Yes, I did. I was posting about it.
Why?
See the way she's even
I wanted to marry as a virgin.
Okay, you know what?
Let's leave that part. I just move on.
Okay, yes, please. So, like, what do you think about the things he said? Like, I would like you to communicate with him. Tell me, like, what do you think?
I was going to ask,
Okay, you want to ask me a question?
Yeah. Daddy, mo fẹ́ béèrè nísìn. Ṣé ẹ rò pé torí pé bẹ́ ṣe lè mọ́ ìyanu nígbà yẹn pé okay bó ló lọ ọ̀yàn kan díẹ̀ jáde lọ ṣé ẹ̀yin rò pé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ló jẹ́ kó fi jẹ́ ọmọ tó jẹ́ pé ẹ lè mú yangàn nísìn pé bẹ́ẹ̀ líle yìí tẹ̀lé mọ́ nígbà yẹn nǹkan tó ṣe tó fi dé pé ó dúró dáadáa nìyẹn ṣé ẹ rò bẹ́ẹ̀.
ẹ ṣeun.
Yes sir.
Kọ́lọ́hún kó fún yàn lọ́mọ tọ́.
Àmín sir.
So Ọlọ́run ló máa ń bá yàn tọ́ mu.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sir.
Líle pẹ̀lú líle náà ò dẹ̀ tún pẹ̀lú. Èyí tó pọ̀ jù ní ọwọ́ ìyẹ́ ẹ̀ tí òbí bá wà tó bá ṣèkan ọ̀rá wà ní ìrọ̀rùn tí a mọ̀ pé obìnrin ló tètè máa mọ ìrìn àjò ọmọ obìnrin gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọbìnrin kì í ṣe gbogbo ẹni bàbá lè gbọ́ àbí mo parọ́ mọ́.
Bóyá lọ́sàbọ̀ ìgbà míì ipò kò ní bẹ́ẹ̀ gbà mí. Torí bàbá mi ò tó pé bàbá yẹn gangan ló máa close mọ́ ọmọbìnrin jù.
Ó lè close mọ́ bọ́ sí àwọn ibì kan wà tó jẹ́ pé ìyá ló máa kọ́kọ́ gbọ́ kí bàbá tó mọ àárín yẹn tó deep ó wà bẹ́ẹ̀. So ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run kàn fún mi tọ́ ni kì í ṣe mímọ̀ ṣe ni sọ̀rọ̀ mi yẹn nítorí nígbà tó di àárín kan mo yan ọmọkùnrin tẹ́ ọ bá máa bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ mo wá ẹjọ́ kò síta.
At some point, yes, at some point, he told me to bring them to the house.
He told you that if you have any boy that wants to talk to you,
yes.
It makes sense. I was going to ask you, all the restrictions that you faced, how do you think they molded your mind? Not even just your relationships today. Like, how do you think they molded your mind, the way you think now, the way you feel, the way you interact with people?
Well, I feel like I know my parents were trying to be really protective because my dad is also a pastor. So like he always used to quote the Bible, do not fornicate. If you're talking to a boy or all of that, it will lead to fornication. So, and I grew up with the kind of person I was, a child I never really liked wahala. So if you tell me don't do this, I'll just sit down. So it made me kind of withdraw a lot from society.
Yes.
So even when a guy is talking to me, as I'm talking, entering this year is going out.
Not very assertive.
Yeah. So
because they're already used to blocking them up because that's what she would expect.
Exactly. So to a point, I think I was like 16. My mom made a statement. I was shocked. She was like, this is my daughter. I trust her. You can't talk to her anyhow. She's like very conservative and like
so happy about
they're so happy. I'm like, if you know what this thing is doing to me. Like to the point where I would like a guy. But I'm not the type to like come out and like I like you. I expect you. I'm trying. I think I'm putting on the green light, but there's no lights. To
okay. Okay, let's even because I don't want it to seem like we're just talking about relationships or like boys that we'll be able to hang out with. I think another thing that's happened that I feel happens is women tend to be like trained even differently. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Women are groomed to learn how to cook at home, to clean the house. I've heard of situations where they say, oh, they maybe like they've cooked the food, the mom serves the dad and tells the daughter, go and serve your brother. You know, or they say the boy, they are training a woman to be a wife. To be a homemaker, to be a mother. They are training a boy to be a head provider, to be the head of the house. And that cycle has continued for a long time where they pass it down. And women, when they grow up, they believe that is their purpose. That's the center of the purpose of their lives. So, mommy, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think actually it's affecting so many homes now. So many homes. Like as I said, the men, they grew up believing that, okay, as the head of the home, I don't need to do anything. But now it's different now. There's so many homes now, the wife is even any more than the man.
Yes.
So the lady has gone out to work, make big money. She's at home, she's cooking the food, taking care of the baby, doing everything. And because I tell ladies, I say at times you don't need to actually blame the guy. We need to blame the parents.
Yes.
So the guy is sitting down there expecting the woman to come and serve him and do everything. And the woman is frustrated. She has gone to work. She's tired too. The baby is there and everything is there. So I think parents in my generation made a lot of errors. But we're trying to prepare our girls to be the best wives
possible instead of the best people
exactly
possible.
for them to be able to live together. So we miss it. We miss it concerning the men in so many homes. Not all homes.
Mine is different because I grew up seeing my dad helping my mom.
Yeah.
If my mom is sick, because they don't allow us to do anything there. So if my mom is sick, it's my dad that will wash.
They don't do anything.
Cook. Yeah.
No, but that's you. All your sisters.
All of you, all the children.
Yes, all of us.
You don't do anything.
Yes. If my mom is not feeling too well, it's my dad that will wash our clothes, cook for us.
So wait, so I can say I don't. That was an error.
No, it's an error.
But one thing I think that we can say that to an extent. You say you weren't really even that beat.
I wasn't.
I got a great pretty good bargain. So I think on a certain level we had it pretty good compared to some people. Like I said, some people some kids have been abused physically. Some kids have been abused verbally. The things that some parents say to their children to bring them down. Oh, you are not worth this. If you're, maybe they try to tell them this is the kind of job you have to do. If you're not a doctor, then you're not worth it. That's another thing that I had good. Like I knew what I wanted to do. My mom, there were times where you asked me, oh, how about you get a job here and use this as a hobby? But I said no. She never tried to force me. Parents try to tell you the kind of life that you have to live. And when you say no, am I don't know that gave birth to you. Am I don't know that after I trained you, how can you not listen to me?
I gave birth to you if you don't do this.
Exactly, it's blackmail. It's blackmail. But there's something I say. Children did not ask to be here. When you say that, they say children are not grateful. But the thing is, you chose to bring your children to the world, so you have to respect them as human beings. So I think that there needs to be a certain boundary on, when you are training. I also think that times are changing. Where people are beginning to give more freedoms to their child. I think your child is a person. Your child is not an animal. Your child is not a robot. Your child is not a tool. You are not giving it to your child to be a tool. It's a human being with feelings, with valid expressions. Sometimes a child that is this little will say something and be right over you as an adult.
Can I say something?
So I think, of course.
Like what you said, a lot of things has changed. Like 2 years ago, my dad just started, all right, hello, Ian, okay, money keep going, all right, bye, love you. And I'm like, I didn't grow up with love you. Where did that come from? She watch it from TV. Okay, she man get her own. Kilo shell gongo, kilo change.
Àṣẹ nǹkan tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n ní tí ọmọ bá ṣe tí ọmọ bá ṣe dáadáa èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ fi hàn sọ̀rọ̀ mi yẹn nísìn ṣe mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí ọmọ ya ìyàkuyà láti ìgbà tó ti wà kì í ṣe pé kò ń ṣe Simi ṣùgbọ́n
ó máa ń ṣe mi ò dá sí
mo mọ àwọn
máa ń ṣe mi ẹ má wọlé dábàá ti ṣe tán máa bá yín sọ̀rọ̀
mo mọ ṣùgbọ́n síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ náà ó gbà pẹ̀lú òun náà dẹ̀ kò wálé wá rojọ́ pé báyìí
ètò iṣẹ́ náà gan.
kò sọ wáyé kò wálé wá sọ fún mi pé òun ṣe àbúrò ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ mi yẹn ní sẹ́ ẹ̀mí mọ̀ pé ó ṣe òun rọmọ́ra ni àbọ̀rọ̀ mi ọ̀yẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ náà pé kò tiẹ̀ ìyàwó sí ẹ lọ́rùn mi ò kò dẹni tí mò ń wá kiri tó rí so ìyẹn ló mú inú mi dùn tí mo fi ń pẹ́ẹ́sì
lọ́ọ̀fù yẹn tún pọ̀ sí i.
kí ìfẹ́ yẹn lè máa yọmọ pé máa ń kí ìṣẹ́ nù.
ẹ máa ṣe nù.
kiss me lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta.
ẹ máa ṣe everybody ló mọ̀ torí tí mo bá sọ padà ẹ ní kọ́ọ̀tì kan yẹn.
so bó ṣe rí nìyẹn.
so the way
ìfẹ́ tó wà mi ò fẹ́ kó parẹ́.
so if you personally the effect that because were you close apart from him not wanting to talk to boys then were you close?
Yeah, we were guys.
So how did it affect you, him reacting like that to you not?
Yeah, we were guys, we were cool. Because my dad is very funny. Yeah, so we have like the same attitude, energy. So I was like, if we can have this energy, why not just trust me? It's something that I can just come back home and gist with you. Because I'm not going to hide anything from you. You saying, oh, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that. It got to a point. if I want to go somewhere, I know that okay, you only trust me with Juliana.
So
Okay,
let
me use Juliana then.
Yeah.
I'll say, oh, I'm going to Junction. We've gone to K2 because I'm like, I need you to trust me. I wasn't angry that it was straight. I mean, it trained like maybe I would have been because I was very sharp as a child. I was.
So why are you not more sharp?
I'm still sharp now. I'm still sharp now. So I was very
something about the trust when she's done.
Yeah, so I was very, friendly. Before you know it, I'm friends with everybody. So I think
him
that
doing
was
that made you start lying just so that
yes, exactly. Because he didn't trust me. That was where
Okay.
I was angry. That was the part I was angry
I
at.
think that in a way, I feel like many, even the ones like your group, that you are still okay, you are still trying. I feel like in a way, you people are a little bit emotionally manipulative, and there's some kind of emotional abuse that I don't think you do it deliberately. I think what happens is usually when they give birth to the kids, they invest so much of their time, their energy into these kids, and then they assume ownership of that child. You think because you put so much time and so much love and so much heart into that child is your own. That child's destiny is your own. That child's future is your own. And that is wrong. Because, for example, you said, I think so.
No, I don't,
Let me finish now.
I feel so.
Because that's how, you just said it now, that you were bragging in church. Wait now. You said it now, you were bragging in church that your daughter is a virgin. As if the virginity is your own. Do you know what I'm saying? I think because, as far as you're concerned, it's almost like me being a virgin at the time was an achievement for you. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that in a way is kind of abusive. I don't say abusive in a way like, oh, you're trying to harm. Just I think sometimes you abuse and you don't even know that that's what's happening. I know that you don't agree. I'm just telling you that me as your child, that's how I feel about what you said. And that's how many of us feel. You are giving with love. You do everything you do in love and with love. But this topic can go on for ages. I'm not going to lie to you. But we only have so much time. We only have so much time. It is abusive. But we only have so much time. And I definitely have learned a lot here, and I'm sure that we all have as well. That emotional pain going at learn lower our limit. In as few words as possible, tell us what you think, maybe the experiences you've had and what you've learned and would do over if you had the chance.
Okay, for me, I think just to know that we need to trust our kids a little bit more, to trust them enough, just deposit the right fruits in them and believe that they are going to turn out well, rather than being manipulative or trying to hone your kids. We let them go, trust them, they are going to do better.
Thank you. Daddy, ṣe Johnny Shoki, kí ni nǹkan tẹ́ máa sọ pé bóyá ẹ ti lẹ́nu ìgbà tẹ́ ń tọ́ àwọn ọmọ yín, bóyá nǹkan tẹ́ ti ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ tó wá dé pé any chance ẹni ṣe mọ́ àbí nǹkan tẹ́ wà proud pé báyìí lẹ ṣe ṣe.
Nǹkan tó kàn ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé ìgbà kan mo máa ń mutí dáadáa but àwọn ọmọ gan pẹ̀lú ẹni tó gbàálẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ mi ṣẹ́gẹ́tì so mo dẹ̀ nígbà tán dẹ̀ gbà lọ́wọ́ mi mo rí ìbùkún Ọlọ́run lára mi nígbà tí mo filẹ̀ so kí dẹ̀ ṣe ojú bọ̀rọ̀ ni mo fi filẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àdúrà ni àti mo dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ilé ni pé ayé mi gbà tó ń ṣe lórí ẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ mi yé so mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ ìsìn náà kan ti ara wa kọ́gbọ́n lórí gbogbo nǹkan tí a fi kọ́ wọn láti fi kọ́ ọmọ tiwọn náà tó bá yá ní nǹkan tó ń kọ́ lára wa.
Amazing. Thank you. Eshe Gondadi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Shola baby. Bamidele Bobo.
Yes, ma'am.
Emma Bim Shaimash me.
Bó ṣe yẹ kó pè mí náà ni.
Efezino, thank you for joining us today. Amazing.
Thank me.
I really don't care.
Yeah? Okay.
Thank you for coming today. You guys, this was fun. But like I have to say that we need to continue this conversation, even after this. Whether you're Nigerian or you're not Nigerian, what experiences you have growing up? Did you grow up in an environment that was very encouraging or nurturing for you, or that was stifling? You know, what would you change? What would you take from your parents? What would you not take? What do you think? What do you not think? So let us know in the comments. Let us know. Follow us on Instagram, Stupid Sessions. We love you. My name is Simi, like I said earlier, and this is Stupid Sessions. You are.